Hi there. I am coming to you today to share with you kind of what I have planned for these beautiful fun schooling books. I purchased this one, which is a nice hefty one, in the print version, and then I got this one in the PDF version. For no particular reason. I don't necessarily like one better than the other in this case. There are some that I really like to have in PDF because I like to duplicate for my son. But I just did it this way. So they do, even though they look very similar and their layouts are very similar, they do vary slightly. The topic of animals is different. This one has a lot of like prehistoric and extinct animals, and this one has a lot of animals that are endangered. There are endangered animals in this one as well, but this one does have the prehistoric and extinct as well. So these are, I have a full flip through of both of these on my channel. So if you want to go check them out, you can. But I'm mainly on this video going to show you what resources I have gotten to complement this study. So first, I have got this Wild, Endangered Animals in Living Motion. And if you have not seen these particular books, they are fabulous. I think I've gotten all of them at this point. They're so cool. I actually had seen them at Barnes & Noble's over a year ago. Kind of forgot about them. And then one of the other, someone on Instagram, I'm trying to remember who shared it, now had the dinosaur one. And I was like, oh, I forgot about those. So then I hunted them down because I really wanted them. So they're pretty and they're cute and they have like kind of a child's picture book effect to them, but they have a lot of great information in them. So as you'll see, as I move this, they're actively moving pictures. They are so cool. So we open it up and there is one page, actually there's a few pages in here that talks about the wild. Then we get to go into the giant panda information. Then as we turn it, look at that. It talks about the leopard. Perhaps I'm easily entertained, but I think this is like the coolest set of books I have ever seen. The gorillas and the rhinos. I mean, it's cool, right? This is the bumblebee. And yes, I'm going to take you through this whole book because I'm that enthused about it. The pangolin. Oh, that was the last one. Don't mind my easy entertainment, but these books are really cool. And if I think they're that cool, I can only imagine my kids are hopefully going to enjoy them more. All right, we've got 100 Facts, Endangered Animals. So this one really goes more through just the concept of the endangered animal as opposed to individual animals specifically. Talks about animals in peril, gone long ago, too late to save, how we know. On the critical list, all kinds under threat, the greatest threat, too many people, pollution problems, a change in the weather, poaching, souvenirs, kill or be killed, eaten to extinction, threats for pets, island problems, stop the slaughter, a place to live, captive breeding, conservation, ups and downs. And it's kind of, it literally, see, it numbers them. So this is number 1, so there's 100 things in here that it talks about. So 2 through 6 are on this page. See, so it's topical and then it's numbered. And it just takes you through literally like little tidbits and facts that have to do with endangered and extinct scenarios, situations, animals, etc. And then I got this. It's The Absolute Expert Pandas by National Geographic Kids. So here's the contents. And we've got a foreword. So this is our expert who's going to share everything with us. So this is a really deep dive into the panda, but We are pretty big panda fans, and so I thought if we were going to pick just a couple of animals to really deep dive into, for my daughter, I think it would be between this, maybe koalas, but I got that one, and I also got this one. I'm a fan of the elephant too. Mission Elephant Rescue. So this goes through an elephant's eye, towering titans, land of elephants, elephant family on the march, elephants and people, and then saving the elephants. This talks a little bit about Mission Animal Rescue. You know, the thing about National Geographic is you can never go wrong with the photography. If you never read a word on the page, you could just flip through the book and enjoy the photography, if nothing else. Probably my favorite part of the National Geographic books is it's like eye candy on every page. All right, and then I got some picture books. This one is Anna and Samia, The True Story of Saving a Black Rhino. So again, these are all just picture books that were topical, and we enjoy reading between 1 and 3 picture books a day. So anytime I can find something topical that's based on a true story. If Elephants Disappeared. So this is a wild nature book, Endangered Animals, and this one is really good to go along with those journals because it has a list of the different it actually goes into each of the individual animals, and there are a number that overlap. Let's see if I can remember some of the ones I saw in there. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. Now I can't remember. I had gone through and I actually cross-referenced, and I know some of them overlapped. That's in there for sure, I know. So anyway, you'd be able to use this at least for those topics. Kind of introduces you to them disappearing, then it goes into each of the individual animals and gives you some information about them. All right, more picture books. Thomas Jefferson and the Mammoth Hunt. I got this one. I have a prehistoric unit going too, so it might get moved over to that one, but one of the extinct animals in this printed one is the mammoth, so we could read it there as well. And another one about a rhino, because they're kind of cute. And it's the same one that was in this other story, right? Samia. So. And then this one is called Under Threat, and this is a beautiful book. And this one does have topical based on animals again. So here is a picture of all of the animals that are in here, and there are some overlaps with the studies. I believe that one, no, that one for sure. The pangolin is, the elephant, I'm trying to remember what else is in there. So it's just kind of an introduction. All of them have these beautiful pictures. They're just a joy to look at. And then they've got information over here about each of the animals. It shows you where they live. And this book is huge. I don't know if you noticed, like, this is a regular sized picture book, which is already on the big side, right? And it's that much taller. So this is no small book. And it is beautiful. I'm really glad I got this one. I think we're going to enjoy reading through it. It's not an overwhelming amount of information, but it's a good peek. This one is another National Geographic book. It's called Undaunted, and this is about trying to save orangutans. So again, we've got the beautiful pictures. This is a true story. And then I've got some chapter books. This one is called The Tiger Rising. There's not really much of a summary on the back. To be honest, I don't remember what it was about. But it's by Kate DiCamillo, so it's gotta be good. And then this one is The Last Panther, and I believe this is written from a slightly fictional well, it is fiction, but a fictional perspective in the sense that I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're living in like Florida. I could be totally wrong, but there's a panther in Florida, and it's the last panther, and so it's a story of her trying to keep it safe. And last but not least, we have got the Vanishing Photo Arc. So this one has ghosts, disappearing, fading, and dimming. So it goes from the ones that have disappeared to the ones that are least threatened. And it is literally just beautiful photos of all of these animals. And then up in the corner, it tells you what kind of animal it is and some brief information. You see, he even gave us their names. So some pages have more information than others. So there are some reading pages in here. Here's an introduction. But then you've got these pictures scattered all over. There's the pangolin again. Pages and pages. This is a huge book. There are numerous books in this series, but this one specifically focused. All of them, I think he focuses on any sort of endangered animal. That's what he does, is he photographs them so that if they were to disappear, there's at least photographic, history of it. But this one specifically, I think the writing in it and stuff pertains more towards the vanishing perspective. So that's why I chose this one. So those are all of our resources for these amazing fun schooling journals. I hope you have found this informative and helpful, and I hope you have a beautiful day.